You ever wake up one day and just feel like, man, what am I doing with my life? Like everything you're chasing, school, work, money, followers, fame, it all just starts to feel kind of empty. You're not alone. For real. There's this book in the Bible, Ecclesiastes. Not a lot of people talk about it, but it's real. It's raw. It's written by Solomon, the richest, wisest king to ever live. Solomon had it all. Wealth, women, power, luxury, everything you and I probably wish we had. But guess what he says in the second verse? Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. That's Ecclesiastes 1 verse 2. He's like, yo, I've had it all, I've done it all, and at the end of the day, it's meaningless. Imagine that, a man with everything, saying it's all smoke, all empty. Now before you brush that off, think about your own life for a second. You work hard, but you still feel tired. You scroll on your phone for hours, but still bored. You get the outfit, the shoes, the car, whatever it is. But then a week later, it's just normal. Why? Because like Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 1 verse 8, all things are full of weariness. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. Let me break that down. He's saying you can keep watching, keep listening, keep chasing, but it'll never be enough. You'll keep feeding your eyes and ears and heart, but they stay hungry. It's like drinking salt water. The more you drink, the thirstier you get. And that's what life feels like sometimes, right? You grind, you hustle, you achieve stuff, but deep down, you still feel like something's missing. And when you slow down long enough to think about it, you start to wonder, is this it? Is this all there is? Solomon felt the same way. He chased pleasure, he built kingdoms, he threw massive parties, he had wisdom no one else had, he was on top. But at the end, he sat back and said, it's all meaningless if God's not in it. Like seriously, think about how many people we see on social media who have it all, fame, looks, cash, and still battle depression, still feel lost, still searching. Why? Because we weren't built to be satisfied by stuff. We were created to find our meaning in something bigger. And when we try to fill our souls with things that don't last, we end up frustrated, exhausted, empty. That's what Solomon's saying. Not that life is bad, but that life without God becomes a cycle of chasing wind. And what happens when you try to catch wind? You grab and grab, but your hands still empty. Listen, I don't care how old you are or what you've done. There comes a time when we all got to ask the hard question, what am I really living for? Because if you live just for money, one day it runs out. If you live for beauty, it fades. If you live for people's approval, it'll crush you. But if you live for something eternal, that changes everything. So maybe this feeling of emptiness you got, maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe it's God trying to get your attention, trying to remind you that you were made for more than just chasing the next thing. Solomon learned the hard way, so you don't have to. He's not trying to depress you, he's trying to wake you up. Because yeah, life can feel like a grind, but when God is in the center, that's when it starts to make sense.